Not just $240, but $240 multiplied by 7. Whoa! That's $1,680. 7X added for a limited time only. Add multi-X to your Playway bets every day. 3 times per day, Monday to Saturday, for chances to win bigger. Not only free plays or winnings multiplied by 3 or 5, but winnings multiplied by 7 too. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA. Make your dreams come true.
On Saturday, May 11th, we're doing it special for all mothers. As PQ and Frida Dick Sauce presents A Mother's Love. A Mother's Love. A love affair going down at the Arena Nightclub, Plains in St. Patrick's. And your DJs keeping you rocking all night long. It's DJ Just Gus, PQ and Cut Squad, DJ Mad Kid and Glendon, and the 473 Rulers. And trust me, you can't afford to miss this one. $500 cash prize for the eldest and youngest mother with ID, plus loads of exciting prizes for the ladies. Appliances, groceries, dinner, hair and nail do, ladies gift basket, phone credit and much more. Admission $20. It's A Mother's Love, the Arena Nightclub, Plains in St. Patrick's, Saturday, May 11th from 9 p.m. Sponsored by Coca-Cola, WeFM, Top FM, Shandy Carib, Digicel, Boss FM, Calico Shopping Center, Latouche Interior, Jimmy Bones Bar, Dwayne's Grocery and Bar, Nikas Acrylics, and Kimberly's Hair and Beauty Studio.
Some exciting news for you. JetBlue is thrilled to announce its new non-stop flight every Saturday.
Hey guys, let me apologize for this. We had internet issues. It just went off, but it's back up and running now, so you can still come back on the live and make your comments. Good morning to you, Bella. Hope all is well with you. Christine Otley, good morning. You was wondering. I'm checking to see we are back on. Good morning to each and every one of you. Bella, haven't heard from you for a bit. I'm glad that everything is A-okay with you and your family. Yeah. So, yes. So we're talking about the health issues that we are facing here in our lovely island, Grenada. And as everything else, it is still our lovely island. We just need to start looking at things differently, because if we don't, I remember not too long ago, it was said that, we concentrate on agriculture and we concentrate on tourism and all this kind of thing, where we need to concentrate on health. Because when people come to Grenada and they get sick, they don't stay here, or they can't stay here because we do not have the health facility to look after that. They take plane and they're going, you cannot blame them. So, where is it and when is it starting? Because some of them that are lying in the hospital bed right now are thinking about taking plane and get out of here when they feel a bit stronger. Because they feel like nothing is taking place with them right there. And, you hear more and more people talking about it in the sense that when you reach a certain age, it's like they look at you and say, well, hey, you made your 10. You're on borrowed time. So we're not really going to pay much attention to you. So you're just there. You're just waiting on DEATH. But hey, you did not give life. You cannot make that decision for anybody else. You're not even making it for yourself. Because here's the question I normally ask people. When they start treating people differently, if it was your mother or your father or your daughter lying on that bed, are you going to do the same thing to them, what you're doing to that person that is lying there right now? Are you? Or are you going to jump over hoops to get the best care for them? Then start treating everybody on the equal level playing field. Treat them as humans. Treat them as though you know that they're going to be better when you finish with them. There's a lady lying in the hospital bed right now, and I know her. And it doesn't look good for her with her leg. And I know to myself they're going to say to her, hey, we're going to amputate. We had that conversation yesterday. And she says, and I'm saying it in the American language where they say, hell no. They're not touching her leg. Because she's ready to fly too. She also is ready to fly because she is seeing the effects of lying there and not getting any care that she need. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah. You are the government that now there for 22 years, 22 months, to fix all the problem. For one hour there for how much years, and they did nothing.
Listen.
Nothing to improve the health, but you already talking that time.
Mister,
I'm not saying
let me say something to you.
Right.
I said this morning, I am talking about what I see. I'm not talking politics about which government doing this and which government.
Yeah,
Hold on. You never hear me mention anything about government not doing this and government not doing that. I am talking about what I see happening. The government is not in the hospital walking 8 o'clock in the morning, are they? If you hold on a second, don't come and accuse me. Listen to me. Do not come and accuse me of things that I didn't say. I am speaking. Well, then hush. Don't tell me. I said to you, I was not talking politics. I am talking about health. And I'm talking about what I see taking place in the hospital right before my eyes. So if you're going to bring politics in it, listen to me. If you're going to bring politics in it, then goodbye, hasta la vista, because I'm not talking about government this morning. Yeah, I am goodbye. I'm sorry. I said I wasn't going to talk about politics this morning with what I'm saying. I'm talking about the health system and how it is operating in there. I am not bringing government in to say this government was there and that you didn't hear me say that. Don't come and put that into my mix this morning because I did not say that. I am talking about my people that is in there, my relatives that is inside there, and things that happened that they dropped the ball big time. This is what I'm talking about. So don't come and talk about government there and government this. We are the government, for your information. We are the government. We are. And I'm saying that if you're going to get meds and all that, and you're going to have meds prescribed, you have a pharmacy on site. Stock it up. I don't know who have to do it. Because right now, individuals are the one that's stocking up their pharmacy in the patient room. That's the personal pharmacy that we are stocking up. So don't come and tell me about government was there. And I didn't say anything about government. Don't bring it to me. I am talking about the patients that are in the hospital and the doctors that you cannot see to speak to. And the meds that they ask you to buy, and when you buy it and you bring it, they say they don't want it again. This is what it is. So if you're going to come with your political talk and wait for another day when you know they're doing politics, don't come and attack me with it at all, because I didn't come up with it at all. And I am angry as it is already, so don't make me go ethnic on you. You get that? So this is what I'm saying. People that are in the hospital that don't feel that they're being cared for the way that they have to, they're ready to fly the coop. They are ready. Because they have relatives that can take them out of there once the ones they can fly. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. You can't try when they start talking and skipping it, just cut them off.
I like to give people a chance to say what they have to say. And when they say what they have to say, I am going to deal with it. Because I did not, as you are listening, I did not bring up anything about which government was there and what government was there. I am talking about what I'm seeing before my eyes, in front of my face.
Today is health day, so you're talking about health, what happened in the hospital.
Is today health day?
No, sorry, Monday, I mean like Tuesday is the health day, but you're talking for what you see.
Of course. And
they're always trying to do these things. Anyway, have a good morning.
You too, take care.
Anytime you do that, if anybody do like you, they will have respect.
I told people I am not into politics. I do not speak politics. So do not come when I have my program like I'm doing this 400 today. If he's here and you want to entertain politics, it's up to him. I'm saying, do not come and talk to me about politics in the health that I'm talking about. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the health of the people of the nation. Because when you see them lying in bed and they're moaning and groaning, and 2 days after they send them home with the same thing that they come in with, they're going home and dead. Believe me when I say that. Good morning.
Yes, Miss Claire. It may not sound well, but I don't believe, I hear this statement a lot of times, I don't believe that we are government. We help to form or to put a government in place.
Well,
Citizens of Grenada or of the world, different parts of the world, we help to put a government.
okay, let me ask you a question.
We are not government.
Who pays the taxes?
We.
Thank you very much. I rest my case.
Right, the citizens pay the tax.
I rest my case.
But the citizens are not
We
government.
have
And
people.
pay the
Okay, let me
taxes.
put it this way. Let me explain
Let's put
it.
it this way. You pay the taxes to the government.
But who is the government? Who is the
Are the
government?
people that govern the country.
Yes, but the government that is there right now, they are the ones that own Grenada, or the people
They don't
who
own, no government own Grenada.
Okay, so we are the government.
No.
Okay.
No government
I
owns
am not.
Grenada.
Listen,
the
I am
government
not.
Are the person that responsible for managing their affairs.
Yes, and I
Right.
didn't say no, but who
Right.
they managing, Clifford?
They're managing us, the people.
Okay.
That's who they're managing.
All
Us.
right.
When a government goes to parliament, is the 9 or the 15 of
They
them
go
that
for the people, by the people, and we the people.
Yes, but
End of story.
the government go and make a law for the people.
Well,
When they go to parliament and they make a law, they make it for the people. For the people.
Okay, Clifford,
Yes.
I'm going to rest my case with you. We are the government. Goodbye.
Well,
I don't know. It's hard for a lot of people to understand that we are the government. We are the ones that they govern. They are there to see us if we get there. But we are the government, not them. They govern for us by saying, this is what it is. But we are the government. If we are not there, who are they governing, Clifford? Who are they governing? Who are they looking after? Who are they being above? You understand? So when we say we are the government, it's said that we are the government. There is reason for saying we are the government. Because you have something in front of your door that is hampering you. The government is there. The people that govern you, they are there. You see them coming and fix whatever is in front of your door. Because they pass a law saying, if you have snow in front of your door and somebody fall and break their leg, you are responsible. They also have one that if you have a hole in front of your door and it is in danger to people, you have the one to fix it because it's on your property. Although you pay the government taxes, it's on your property. So we are the government. If you don't want to listen and say it, well, just find out what we are the government means, and then you will see what I'm talking about. But I am not, as I say again, I am not talking about the politics. I think I have a call. Let me see. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I really believe this morning that common sense made me hobo.
Let me tell you something.
We don't have no common sense.
Let me tell you, everybody has sense, but common sense is not common. And I rest my case.
I agree, to be honest, because, the kind of foolishness I heard you talking on the radio this morning, I can't understand. If you're trying to explain to them, and they can't see what you're talking about, you put it down natural for them, name and terms, and they can't understand. So what sense it makes? Because they drum to that. All you have is politics in the head.
And I'm not speaking politics because I'm not bringing politics into the health. I'm not doing that.
That is stupidness. there's no sense. You understand? I call it stupidness.
Thanks.
Like say, but government didn't do nothing with this thing. But they're giving him tablets, and his mother getting crazy tablets. So what sense is it? Where they going with politics and that? He should think positive stuff.
Oh gosh! Listen, you cannot win them all. You cannot win them all.
It's not politics. You're trying to explain to them what's going on in the country. Yeah, they could, even if they're against the government or they're for the government now, you could tell the people, all you're doing is good, all you're doing. Why are you getting on that kind of stupid attitude? I just always tell them, Dr. Mitchell, you always say, don't make enemy for politics. You understand? But they're just negative to everything you say. So
well, listen, the thing is, Joe, I am not being negative, and what I'm saying here, I'm not speaking negative against anybody. I am saying what is happening, what I see.
Yeah, but you know what your experience is.
Exactly. And I could only speak about what I know. I cannot go in Princess Alice Hospital and say something that I've never seen.
Yeah.
Who is there? Who is that
But
can say?
according to common sense in common, they just
No, common sense is not common. Don't ever let anybody fool you until your common sense common.
yeah. Hang on, baby. Have a good morning.
Thank you. Okay. You know, as Joe says, when you're trying to explain something, when people have something in their head and it is not what they want to hear, I'm not here to tickle anybody else to make them feel good about what it is that they're talking about. No, I am saying this is what's going on in the hospital, which is what I'm experiencing, and I'm talking about it because it affects me personally. And if you have a problem with that, then so be it. Build a bridge and get over it, because I am going to say how I feel. Good morning.
Yeah, but Coffee, I mean, what you're speaking about is not something that somebody told you.
I think they believe that. Somebody told me.
You are the person that did all the transaction. Your mom is there. You experience it. You spend your own money. So that is what you're speaking about.
Yeah.
The politics have to come in there.
Not at all.
And the
I'm
thing
not
that
accepting
happened,
it.
I know, without a shadow of a doubt, because of what transpired, the thing take effect of you. So this is what you are speaking about. But you know what? If you have a lot of people, if they don't know ABC, you cannot teach them algebra.
That's true.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good morning to you. Noise. Good morning. Tell me, you're in Canada? You're in Canada?
You got it right. No, I'm in Brooklyn.
Okay, good to have you on. At least you make me laugh this morning because I pronounced your name right this morning. Noise.
So quick this morning.
Yes, how are you?
Soon to head north again.
Okay.
Good.
Yes.
Topic, brilliant discussion this morning. As you mentioned, something people doesn't seem to have a misconception about. When you sit behind a microphone, it is imperatively important that you speak on what you know about, the facts to what you know, right? And that's what you're doing today. Another thing I keep trying to explain to my friends and family throughout the diaspora and Grenada, politics is something that affects every fragment of our life and our livelihood. Everything we do, politics play a part. You don't have to be a politician. You don't have to have education in political science and all these things to understand the fabric of how it works. But you don't have to sit down and talk politics or listen politics every day. But you have to partake and understand it. The government is the people, not the parliamentarians. The people are the government.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And when we speak of things that are affecting us profoundly, especially directly, others have to sit down, shut up, and listen and understand.
You put
Understand.
You put it rough, man.
Listen to understand, not listen to react.
Yeah, they
That
listen
is
to
our problem
reply.
with our Grenadian people. They only want to hear you say something so they can jump down on your throat. You're not speaking of government this morning. You're not speaking of politics this morning. But you are speaking about something that is profoundly, directly affecting yourself and your family members, and to which you have witnessed. But here comes a hooligan about, oh, the government before. That has nothing to do with it. And this dumb approach that our people have, that every time someone speaks of what is affecting the people on the ground, oh, well, the government before is not the government now.
Thank you very much.
So if you want to speak, if you want to bring government in it, talk to your government that is in power. No. I had a conversation with a friend a couple of weeks back, and he's jumping with the same silly remark. Well, the government before used to do that, and the prime minister before used to. I said, let me ask you one question, bro. Friend to friend, you are married now. Yeah. I said, so let me ask you a question. If you beat your wife and she called the police and they're going to lock you up, you're going to tell the police they cannot lock you up because she husband or she man before you used to beat that too and they never get locked up?
Point taken.
Is that what you're going to tell the police? Eh? Will that be your argument for beating your wife? The man before used to beat that too. So why I can't beat
So
her
just
now?
jump on the bandwagon and let's beat.
And just beat.
Yeah.
Then nothing gets solved. We cannot resolve nothing. We cannot move forward. We cannot grow as a people. If all we want to blame is government,
I
forget the government and take the task to the people that is responsible for doing certain things. The person or persons who are responsible for the hospitals having medication, having whatever it is, take the task to them. And one of the ways you could take the task to them is by protesting. It is your free right and it is your constitutional right to protest. How come nobody in walking nowhere with a placard right now talking about he's choosing greater? How come? How come? And if someone with that has the manifest like yourself with a microphone in front of you to speak on it, be wise and sit down and listen, man. Shut the hell up and just listen for once in your life.
you're rough, let me tell you. You're a New Yorker for real. You're-
Honey, wait until I introduce you to my nightly program and you
oh
go.
gosh, you're rough.
Why you coming around?
Yeah, thank you so
Because
much.
the reality is you can't keep spoon feeding. You ever hear people old people have a saying, you can't spoon feed hard head nigga?
No? Oh, okay.
Eh? You can't.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much, Noise.
When your head hard, you get when the Baptists call a petty whip, and you whip them. You know, not physically beat nobody, but you have to coax them into understanding. And there are some people, no matter what you do, no matter how you do it, no matter how you dress it, and you could decorate it, they
Listen,
go
a
accept
pig
it.
is a pig is a pig. Even though you put lipstick on a pig is a pig.
Thank you.
Simple.
There we go.
Simple.
Have a great one.
Thank you.
All right,
Okay,
my
bye-bye.
friend.
Yeah. So he made some points that, sometimes we had that program last week, just and when he says some of us listen, not because we listen to understand, we listen to make a reply. And I'm not asking anybody to reply to what I'm saying. I am saying it because of what I saw and what I'm seeing. I go to the hospital almost every day or every other day. And let me tell you, it has taken its toll on that travel back and forth every day. And you go to the hospital and you get that frustration. I don't know if I get over like 4 hours of sleep in the night because everybody know I go to bed at 7:30. By 1:30, I'm up and I'm wide awake, and then my brain go busy and I think things and all that stuff. But the whole thing is this for me. If I go to the hospital and I'm afraid, I said I'm afraid to get sick, and that's why I try my best to continue exercising, eat healthy, and don't stress so that I would not end up in the hospital. And lo and behold, I get sick. I always have my passport up to date and a plane fare waiting for me if I have to jump the plane. Because and it became worse now after I'm seeing what I'm seeing. You understand? I cannot say that the people at the hospital do not have the means to look after people. I can't say that. Nobody told me that, so it would be wrong of me to say that they don't have the means. But what I'm really saying is this: if you are the doctor in the hospital, you are the intern in the hospital, the nurses, and you pass at 8 o'clock in the morning to look at your patients, to have conversation with them. And the person that really need to talk to you to find out what's going on. Because when you're lying in the bed as a patient, things fly over your head like a freaking 747 jet. It's just flying. You have no consciousness of what's going on. So your next of kin, or when you go to the hospital, ask if there is anything wrong with her, who should I call? Then that person that needs to speak to the doctor should be able to speak to the doctor when she has a question or when she has a concern. And if you cannot find the doctor, who else am I supposed to go to? Where am I supposed to go? And that is what I'm talking about this morning. You cannot find people to talk to ask questions, which is your right as an individual to ask questions as to the patient that is in there. that belongs to you. And all you're hearing, we're doing consultation. Consultation, my foot. What you consulting on? And you cannot come up with a decision as to the end of your consultation. I told you if I didn't start shedding tears and they saw me because I became a basket case. And I said, listen, my mom is inside of here and she would not be the same when she lives inside here. So tell me what is going on. If I didn't start to cry. I'm taking a break.
Steps inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price, and they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantimel in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Tourism is me, tourism is you. Tourism is everybody, and tourism connects us all.
Did you know that tourism generates revenue and foreign exchange earnings?
Did you know it stimulates infrastructural development and facilitates cultural exchange among people?
You must know tourism is linked to all industries,
from agriculture to construction.
So support the industry today and be welcoming to all our visitors.
Tourism is my business. Tourism is your business. Tourism is our business. Listen one and all. Tourism connects us all.
A message from the Ministry of Tourism
and the Grenada Tourism Authority.
GRENDEC Community Partnership Initiative.
The theme for the science fair is water and energy strategies, the key to sustainable development. It encourages students, it promotes caring for the environment, sustainable development, and we want the students to display practical activities and real life situations of what is really going on out in their environment. And we look forward to companies like Grenlec continuing to see the relevance and significance of something like a national science fair.
Grenlec, energizing our community.
I am back. And to those of you who are sending messages to me to tell me that they are listening and so on, thank you so very much. And to my brother in England who just called. Thank you. You know, I know you know what I'm talking about. You know, the funny thing is, when we are not in the position that I'm talking about, everybody has a sub-story to tell. And sometimes they're like, oh, it's not as bad. You know, sometimes you sit here and you hear in the US that children in the States get gunned down by some shooter and everything like that. And no, the people in the government, they are against passing gun laws and all that. Until one of the children or the wife or somebody in there get hurt, and then everybody jump up. And let's do this and let's do that. Those of us as individuals, it takes every individual, it starts with one individual, to go through something. And then another goes through it and another, and then it becomes like the masses that is going through it. And then we talk about it. And if you don't feel it and you don't go through it, it is hard for you to understand what I'm saying. And I'm not asking anybody for pity. And I'm not asking anybody to believe what I'm saying. I am talking about what I'm experiencing. This is what I'm talking about. What I'm experiencing. And if I could get my mom to move from there today, without them saying, oh, you took your mom out before time, and what happened to her, you caused it, I will. I'm telling the honest truth. I will take her out. The lady that I'm talking about that they might want to cut her foot, I know her too. She has a son in Canada and she has a daughter and a son in the US. And yesterday when I was talking to her, she says, I remember you. You are this little daughter, and I said, yes. She says, I remember when we met last year and you told me that she was your mother. And look at, we're in the same ward, in the same room, and going through this. She said, my son wants me to come, but I can't move as yet because of my leg. She can't walk. So don't you ever sit there and think, a lot of us, we are just saying that we're going to move the people that we love away from the hospital, because if they're getting good treatment and if they're being looked after properly, nobody's going to move anybody because they have the best care. And I'm not saying that if they travel to a different part of the globe, that is going to be better, but at least they have a fighting chance. Most of them are US citizens. They can go back and they can go to the hospital because they have Medicare or Medicaid. If you have nothing here, as well as if you have nothing in the States as insurance, you could see the same amount of trouble. But at least they have medications that they can give to you. I was speaking to a nurse not too long, a few mornings ago. We take the same bus to come down in the morning. And I asked her which department she works in, and she told me. And she said, what you're going through is not unique. She says, but you have a right to question anything that you want to question. She said, there was a patient in the hospital the last time, in pain. They didn't have even a pan at all. The person relative had to go get a bottle of Panadol to drop on the ward, and more than one, so that people that have pain could take. And how are you going to tell me, sit down and tell me, and bring politics into that crap? To tell me about government that was there before and government now. I don't freaking care who was there before or who come after. I'm talking about the health and how the people are being treated in the hospital because they don't have enough doctors, maybe they don't have enough nurses. And the nurses that are there, if they get a chance to blow the joint to go somewhere else, they will go. And I'm not blaming them in any way or form. Those that I speak to are really nice nurses. And so, but you just cannot find the damn doctor to speak to when you want to. Make yourself available so that people like me that have questions, that like to ask questions because I want to know what's going on, that you can give me an answer. Instead I have to get second hand as to, well, this is what happened, and you have to ask the doctor. Well, where is the doctor for me to ask him? Well, if he's there, I won't be asking anybody, and I won't be talking about that today. But I know, like me, as Noise says, I have that avenue that I can speak to because I'm in the back or in front of a mic or in the back of a mic and I can talk about it. But there are people that do not have a voice. And they need somebody to speak about it. And because I am not the only one that's suffering. Like I said, I'm not unique in my situation. I am not. There are loads of them in the hospital like me. That they come to visit their patient and all they do, we watch one another and we shake our heads. Because none of us can get to speak to the doctors. None. So if you want to sit there and bring politics into it, let's hope that you'll never have to visit the hospital as a patient. And if you do, when you do that, and if your government is in power, and you're still seeing the same sort of trouble, then shut up. Because it is not about the government. It is not about who is in power and who not in power, and who did that before and who doing that now. It is about people, their respect, and how they feel, and the people that look after them, like the relatives and all that. I am not the only one that is going through this stress, She has sisters, she has nieces, she has granddaughters, she has granddaughters, she has grandsons. All of us are going through it because none of us want to see her there. None. But at the moment, this is where she has to be, and I'm doing everything in my damn power to see if I could get her out of there. So when all of you sitting there and talking this stupidness about who was there before, no, I don't want to hear it. I'm not talking politics. And I'm saying it over and over. I'm not talking about politics because everything is about politics here. And it shouldn't be. Look at it this way. The U.S. has two parts. They have the Republicans and they have the Democrats. Canada has the Liberals and they have the Conservative. They go through elections and they win and nobody even care to say who is speaking to who and who holding who winning. But only us in the Caribbean here that behaving like numbskulls and thinking that we have a call I'm coming to, making them believe that we have to be angry with this person if they vote green and angry this person with yellow. When you're dead, who cares? Because when you go in the hospital, whether you're green or yellow and you're sick and then bother you go dead. Dead. Just as everybody else. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Wait now. I said good morning 3 times. Is that all you're going to
Hello?
tell me? Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here, yeah.
Go right ahead and make your point, please.
Now, I was in the hospital recently, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And test you have to take, it has to go outside.
Mm-hmm.
And you must have a relative to take it to the place down in Lagoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
The hospital have anything with them. But every test you have to take, you have to send it to this place to get analyzed, and the results come back to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
Because
And
the machines at the hospital break down.
You must have a relative to take it to the issue. You have a relative. I say maybe they should provide a transport to take. You take a certain amount of samples and then the transport job, Because I see the writing thing for people take take a chance, boss. Tell the conductor you're going so and so and let it drop it. Some people don't even know where it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think something has to be done in that regard.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am not unique in my situation. And the funny thing, she had to get a CT scan not too long ago. Up to now, she can't get a CT scan because the machine is not working. So not only you're not getting meds, the machines are not working either. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. I like your program this morning, but there is something that I observe here. Whether it's politics or non-politics, whether the church is playing politics or the church is not playing politics. But something I have observed here, as leaders, we are not setting examples for anybody. I'm talking about political leaders, church leaders. Now, somebody complained to me about something recently, about 2 weeks ago. And there is a church, Baptist church in Dunfermline. And the leader of that church is not married. And I say a lot of things wrong. He is sleeping with church members. And
Okay, hold on. Let's get it clear. You said you're not sure that's what you heard, right?
No. I said somebody
tell you. So so you cannot come here right now and say that somebody tell you if you did not see it yourself. I cannot accommodate you saying that because I don't want anybody come and sue us here at Real FM for saying things that we do not know. What I'm talking about this morning is what I have experienced, what I see. So if you don't see it and you don't know it, I cannot accept the comments that you're making.
Yes, well, I did my thorough investigation.
Yes, but you did not say that in the beginning. You said somebody told you. So
they told me about it, and
right.
I have observed it.
Well, you observe, but I still cannot say yes, go ahead and speak about it because observing something, like I more than observe what I'm talking about this morning. I am there, I see it, I feel it, I know it. So that's why I could speak about it this morning. So I'm sorry that I cannot accommodate your thought this morning on that. Unless you see what you're talking about, then I can say I'm sorry.
Okay.
Thank you. I am the man that called just now and said about he want to do his test and everything, fine, because he did. And I'm talking about things that I know, things that I've experienced. So I cannot accommodate people coming and say somebody tell them this and somebody tell them, because if they tell them you're not quite sure if that's the truth that you got, and you're bringing it here. If you don't know it, you did not see it, you did not do it, then I'm sorry. I am not going to accommodate that at all. So yes, it is 5 minutes to the hour of 9 o'clock. At 9 we are going to have news. And if I didn't say it before, and let me say thank you to each and every one of you that participate in this program this morning. It is a health issue for each and every one of us. Maybe you did not make it to the hospital as yet, and let's hope that you do not have to make it in the hospital. And hopefully, if you make it there, the situation is going to be better than what it is right now, because it is not pretty. And you know the funny thing, when you stay on the hill and you look at the hospital with all the renovations, it is a beautiful place. You tell yourself that you're going in there and you're going to feel good until you get in there. And I'm saying again, if it was the mother of the doctor, the nurses, or whoever it is, they will do everything in their power to make their loved one feel better and get better. You always, and I always say, try to put yourself in the shoes of others before you make the judgment to say, well, maybe Claire don't know what she's talking about this morning, and Claire just running. I'm not just running my mouth. I am saying as is. And it's about time we wake up and start talking about it, have the conversations, because that is the only way things are going to change around us. Because most of us, when our parents or our sister or relatives go to the hospital, it is not, you don't have restful nights until they are home with you again. And I'm hoping that if you're going to go to the hospital, make sure you ask the questions that needed to be asked. Don't let things happen to you now and then ask the question later, because it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. And thank you to each and every one that messaged me for support and strength. I will be going along with it as I go today and tomorrow and everything, because I know there are people out there that is going through the same thing that I'm going through. They just do not have the avenue to speak about it the way I do. And I had to bring it up this morning because I want people to be aware of what is going on. And you have to buy, and I'm saying you have to buy everything at the hospital if you need to feel better or to get better. And the medication, let's see if we can get them to stock up the hospital pharmacy, because this is where you start see if you can get your medication. And if you don't get it there, then yes, you go out, but at least start there. And if they have nothing there, then you're in deep doggy doo-doo. Thank you all. Goodbye, and I'll see you all tomorrow for mental health program with myself and Jester.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest update of news.